This is Alwayz Ready, Matt Cardona, the future NWA Worlds Heavyweight Champion, and you're listening to the Battlegrounds Podcast.
What's up, you guys? Welcome into the Battleground Podcast. Of course, NWA TakeOverrr week is still continuing on the show. Going to go ahead and bring in my tag team partner. There is Eli, my man, Eli. What's going on, buddy? I see it, repping the brand. And, there's a guy that we're having on the show today. You could probably say he's one of the most, I guess, I don't want to say controversial, but everywhere he's gone, he stirred some shit up. And everywhere that he's gone, he's walked out as champion, and that could happen actually this Saturday. So let's go ahead and bring him in. Alwayz Ready, Matt Cardona joins us.
Yeah. Is this video also or just audio?
This is both.
Well, guys, see, like, I'm always ready, even though I didn't get an email for this on time. So I said, screw it. I went to the gym, but I'm always ready, doing it in my car. Trevor Murdoch, there's no way he could do it from a car. Actually, he probably has to do it from a car. There's no Wi-Fi where he lives on that farm. I don't know how he does this promotional stuff. How can he be the representative of the NWA? Guy doesn't even have Wi-Fi in his house.
I mean, and that's the thing. It's like you went on Busted Open and it dropped during the thing and you called him out for it and, Alwayz Ready. And again, we had Trevor on earlier in the week and I said, Matt's walked into every promotion that he's walked into. He's walked out as champion, walked into GCW, walked out as champion, walked into Impact, walked out as digital champion, walked into another GCW show.
Digital world
champion. I mean, walked into another GCW show, became the ECW champion. TV champ. So
I'm the real belt collector.
For sure. And we have said this, and I tweeted it out and you retweeted that you're about to create the Ultimo Dragon photo very soon.
I should do it. I have AIW tomorrow. I'm 2 champions there. The absolute intense champion. My bags are too damn heavy. This is legit. This is legit. John Thorne from AIW, great promotion. I know we're plugging NWA. We will. I'm doing their show tomorrow, flying right to Power Trip. I said, John, listen, I know I'm going to beat this jabroni I'm against, right? So can I keep the titles there? Because, my bags are going to be too heavy because I already have the digital media title. The internet title. I'm going to win the NWA title, and I'm going to France right after, right? To celebrate. I can't have a bag of 5 championships going to France.
Nope. No,
it's
you
too
can't.
Much.
It's
too much.
a little
John
too
Thorne
much.
will hold the titles. So if Billy, if you're listening, after I beat Trevor, can you hold on to the title? Actually, no. I want to bring that title to Disneyland Paris and hold it up in front of that castle.
That would be amazing.
That would be legendary.
That's like the picture of all pictures, I think.
I think it is. You're gonna break the internet and be the most liked photo on Twitter and Instagram with that photo. And let's go ahead and talk about 2021. Amazing year for pro wrestling and an amazing year for you. I mean, Alwayz Ready. You had a massive year personally and professionally. What does 2021 look like to you when you look back on it?
Best year of my career, 100%. 100%. 2020, got released by WWE. We all know what happened. But it was the best thing that happened to me. I knew it needed to happen. It was going to happen one way or the other. I had been thinking about, do I sign this new contract? I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was thinking about it for over a year. Ultimately, they made the decision for me, and I hit the ground running. But we're still in this pandemic. But then it was the right at the beginning. There were no independents to go do. Yeah. So I just I had to patiently wait. Had a little cup of coffee at AEW. I got my feet wet there, but I didn't want to do these indies with 10 people in the crowd, with social distancing and the mask and COVID's everywhere. So I waited until the world kind of opened back up, did Impact, and 2021 speaks for itself. I dominated that year. I made it my bitch, and I intend to do the same thing in 2022. I mean, it's the beginning of February. I've already sold out Hammerstein Ballroom. And now I became the Impact Digital Media World Champion. Now I'm going to become the NWA Worlds Heavyweight Champion. It's only February.
Yeah.
Jeez. And we still got 10 months left to go.
Oh, man.
There's no telling what's going to happen. And, we told this to Trevor, and we also had Nick on the show as well. And they all kind of seemed to, like, I guess, hate you coming in. And everybody said you hung out in catering, and they're helping you to get out of. Trevor said he helped you get out of catering, and Nick said that you were just in catering, and now you're here.
Okay, Trevor spent a little too much time in catering. Look, this guy, oh my God. First of all, right now, I'm in between a workout. I just did biceps at the gym. I'm always ready doing biceps. I do this interview. I'm going to do triceps. Trevor doesn't even know a friend named Jim. He doesn't even know anybody named Jim. Doesn't go to a gym. Trevor, like, listen, he needs to lose 10 pounds, right? So I'm doing him a favor. I'm taking the 10 pounds ago.
I like that. You're doing God's work.
And, you know,
we're
big belt guys on here. And that was the question that I asked Nick yesterday when we talked to him. I was like, hey, look, you know, when Matt won the GCW title, he changed it. I was like, could we see a possible NWA, you know, new title that Matt, when he wins on Saturday? And Nick was like, he can't do that. That's disgrace, yada, yada, yada. So
didn't he do the same exact thing?
Yeah, he changed the plate on the side, but I was saying like a complete new design.
First of all, he's a hypocrite. And I like Nick. I respect Nick. I think Nick did a lot for NWA. So if he wants to hate on me and talk trash, that's fine. I'm not going to do the same. I think Nick was the perfect face of the NWA, the poster boy of the NWA. He got that title everywhere. So kudos to him. And once I beat Trevor, if he wants to wrestle me for it, sure, I'll be a fighting champion. And nothing against Trevor. He's a hell of a competitor. But this isn't just wrestling anymore. This is show business, sports entertainment, right?
Yeah.
The guy doesn't even have, he's not even verified, doesn't even have a check mark.
That's true.
How can he be the face of the company? Guy doesn't even have Wi-Fi. How can he be the face of the company? How can he do these interviews? The guy's the world champion, right? He's defended the title like 5 times. I won the Impact Digital Media title last Thursday. I brought it to 1, 2, 3 shows last weekend because I'm always ready. I'm always booked.
I saw that.
Trevor's the NWA Worlds Heavyweight Champion. He can't even get booked as the champion.
Oh, I saw a video because I was scrolling through, I guess, Twitter, and somebody tagged somebody when you brought that Impact title with you that you spit water in some dude's face, some long hair guy.
It's some Mark. I spit PBR in his face at the Hammerstein Ballroom. He's following me. He wants me to spit on him. But then at Creative Pro the next day, I went to go spit on him. I flipped him off instead. He wishes I would spit on him. That's it.
Speaking of GCW, how crazy is it that you're about to be in a tag team match with X-Pac in the year 2022? I mean, is that something you ever envisioned?
It sucks. Why are these Attitude Era guys still holding on? It's over, dude. It's over. Stop it.
I mean, to come out of retirement and get embarrassed by the major players, that's not going to be a good look.
Listen, if he wants to come back, sell some gimmicks, sure. Trend on Twitter, sure. But that's it. We're gonna kick his fucking ass. He's gonna lose. Joey Janela's gonna lose. But talk about GCW. What's gonna happen when I walk into that GCW ring with the NWA Worlds Heavyweight Championship?
I know.
I promise I'm not gonna do what Shane Douglas did with it. I'm not gonna throw it in the garbage or throw it on the floor. I'm not gonna do anything like that. I'm going to cherish this championship like it should be.
Yeah.
Like it should be, because look at the lineage of that title. I have all the respect in the world for NWA and what it represents. I just think it needs a fresh coat of paint.
Right.
I think it needs some updating, and that's what I'm going to do.
Well, and if you look at it, I mean, this isn't something that's like manufactured. I mean, there is history with that belt. I mean, it's been around almost 100 years, and so and just like Nick did a couple years ago when he got it and he kind of goosed it and gave it a new coat of paint. I mean, maybe it's time for you. Maybe it's time to bring. He also
put his own plate on it, so he's a hypocrite.
That's true. I mean,
I know you're a fan of the spinner belt. What if we have that? If you win or let me rephrase that. When you win on Saturday, what if we have the globe as a spinner and it spins?
Oh man, I mean, I could do that. I could put a purple strap on it. The sky is the limit. I am so creative. My creative has everything for me. So who knows what I'm going to do? But I might just keep it how it is.
Yeah,
I might just keep it how it is.
Maybe
so
many
legends held that title.
Maybe
Velcro,
some Velcro.
It's possible. That's what I did to the GCW title. I turned it from the GCW World title into the GCW Universal title. So maybe I turn it into the NWA Universal title.
Oh my God.
Oh, this is great. And you made some interesting comments here now and in the past about the NWA, including not watching a lot of programming growing up. How did the NWA get on your radar in the first place?
Well, I did watch it just to go to sleep. My parents would put it on.
Yeah.
I watched it.
Okay.
But so how did it, I guess now that things have changed for NWA, how did it now come on your radar? Like, were they on your radar when Nick was a champion? Was it on your radar after NWA 73?
I mean, definitely Nick brought some credibility to that title and some recognition to that title. Of course, I was following it. I'm a wrestling fan at heart, so I've been following it the whole time. And then when it's crazy, when Retromania, the video game, came out, and Nick was in it, and I was in it, I made some jokes online like, hey, we should really wrestle for the 10 pounds of gold. Nothing ever happened, which is cool. And Chelsea Green went to NWA. She had a great time there. And I don't know. I mean, Billy Corgan reached out. Listen, I'm always ready. I'm all about opportunity. And how great would it be to add the NWA Worlds Heavyweight Championship to my collection of titles I'm hanging in my office?
For sure.
Great. It'd be great. And I've been saving companies left and right. And the NWA, you look at it, it needs some saving. Well,
and if we look at some of your accolades, I mean, Intercontinental Champion, U.S. Champion, Raw Tag Team Champions, 3-time Slammy Award winner.
That's right.
I think that gets overlooked. That's a 3-time. Not everyone has 3 of those. That's a 3-time Slammy winner. GCW World Champion, ECW TV Champion, and now the Impact World Digital Media Champion.
I think you missed a SmackDown Tag Team title in there. I don't blame you. There's so many titles.
Intercontinental title.
I know the AIW. I mean, that's right. So, with the new Impact Championship you just won, did it seem a little predestined for you with your, obviously being the internet champion? And then also, what did it mean to beat one of the best competitors, not only on the Impact roster, but just in the world, in Jordan Grace?
I mean, I've been in the ring with everybody from Rapid Delivery Roy Fox and a small little wiener to Ric Flair, woo, the Nature Boy. But my toughest opponent ever has been Jordan Grace. So I just did what anybody would do. By any means necessary, I had to beat her. And now I'm the digital media champion. And you're right. I created the internet division. Then, now, forever, I will always be the internet champion. And now I'm the digital media champion.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we're here to talk about the NWA Worlds Heavyweight Championship.
Yes, we are.
I mean, oh my God. Like, this is it. This is the title. Whether
the crown jewel.
Of course, at 10 pounds of gold, it's so historic. It is up there. So many legends have held it. I have goosebumps right now thinking about what it's going to be like to pin Trevor Murdoch 1, 2, 3. I mean, I've talked about this before. When I first got to WWE, Trevor was such a dick. He was a bully. He was one of the boys, right? And he would talk down to me. He wouldn't even give me. He'd shake my hand, but give me the no look handshake. Look away. Because he was so cool, right? He was so cool, right? But I promise you this, Trevor, if you're listening. When I beat you, I'm going to look you dead in the eyes before I hit radio silence and hit 1, 2, 3.
That's going to be brutal. And
specifically, let's talk about that. So what does Matt Cardona as the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, what does that do for the NWA, and what does that do for the pro wrestling industry as a whole? Well,
for the NWA, it creates a little something called buzz.
Money.
Trevor Murdoch certainly does not have. The guy doesn't even have a fucking check mark, right? The only time he's been mentioned on social media is when he's involved with things with me, right? So I'm going to bring some instant credibility. And I actually wrestle. Wrestle. I'm booked every weekend. So I will bring this title. And if Billy wants me to defend it on certain places, so be it, right? Yeah. I will bring this title everywhere. I'll be proud of it when I'm doing the Major Wrestling Figure podcast or interviews where I'm not in between sets at the gym because you guys, didn't send the link in time. I will have the title in the background. I will let everybody know that I'm the NWA Worlds Heavyweight Champion. I mean, the only time Trevor shows up that title is when he's booked on NWA shows. But I'll bring it everywhere. I'll bring it everywhere.
Well, that's how it's supposed to be,
And
sure.
You mean somebody bringing it everywhere. When Cody had the belt, he took the belt everywhere, including to New Japan Pro Wrestling. Do you plan to defend it anywhere and everywhere? And of course, we've talked about the custom belt. Has there been a thought in your brain of maybe, just maybe? Like, have you already started blueprinting the designs?
Listen, I'm always ready. I'm always a couple steps ahead. Of course, I have designs in my head, but like I said, I think I do want to keep it how it is. And as for actually defending it, listen, I'm not the booker man. I don't have the pencil. If Billy wants me to defend it, I'll defend it. But I'll bring it everywhere, certainly. Why not? First of all, let's be honest. At my gimmick table, That's bucks for me. Take a picture with the champ. Hold the belt.
Yeah,
that's right.
That's an extra 50 per.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Exactly. We don't want you to unveil the whole game plan, but I mean, what are some of your keys to the victory of not only beating Trevor this weekend, but becoming the world champion?
I mean, Trevor is rusty. Like I said, he does not wrestle all the time.
Right.
I wrestled last
not
weekend,
conditioned like you either.
4 times in 4 days. Impact on Thursday, Beyond Wrestling Friday. Okay, Wrestle Pro Saturday, Creative Pro Sunday. 4 times in 4 days. I'm fresh, baby. I'm fresh. I'm going to the gym right now. Going to do some cardio. I have AIW tomorrow, and then then I have NWA. I'm somebody who I need to keep going. I can't just have a match every couple of weeks, every couple of months. Maybe that's what Trevor has to do because he'll blow up. But not me. I'm a cardio machine.
Yep.
He ain't playing around.
Trevor is a hell of a competitor, right? He wouldn't be the NWA Worlds Heavyweight Champion if he wasn't. I'm just better. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I'm not putting him down. I'm not saying he sucks. I'm not saying he's a disgrace to the title because he's not. I'm just a better performer, a better athlete, a better wrestler, and I will be a better champion.
Ooh, and that's confidence right there because, we have a good track record on this show, and we've talked about this before. You were on the show, and after you left the show, you went on to win some major titles, of course, in GCW and Impact and NWA. Now, because you're here, the show's this weekend, we're pretty good luck charms for people going on to win titles.
Well, listen, I don't need any luck, but I appreciate it. If you want to take credit, if it will give you guys more more buzz for yourself, then take it. Say, we predicted or we helped, whatever you want to do. I'm a giving man. I will spread the love, spread the wealth. If you guys want to take some credit, I know you're probably going to tag me in 50 different accounts like you did the other day during the Trevor interview. That's fine. Yeah. If you want to mooch off me, that's fine. Go ahead. Plenty of me to go around.
I mean, you already have people basking in your shadow, and you don't even have the 10 pounds of gold yet,
I wait till I actually win it.
Oh, man.
Right?
I can just see you being a 1987 Ric Flair kind of champ. I mean, you show up with the $10,000 suits, and I don't know. Listen, I could see it going a lot of directions.
I will give credit to Nick Aldis for that. He had the custom suits, wore that title with pride. He looked like a star. He carried it with prestige, and that's great. Am I going to be wearing suits in the airport? No. I'm a suit guy, sure, but I'm not an everyday suit guy. I'm going to carry it how I carry it, right? And I'm going to bring credibility to it in the sense that I'm actually going to bring it places. I'm actually going to put eyeballs on it. And that's the most important thing right now. We want eyeballs on the product. And there's no denying that the most eyeballs are on me right now in the wrestling business. I'm proving you don't need to be in WWE or AEW. I'm what everyone's talking about.
Right. That's true.
And when I'm the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, they'll be talking about the NWA.
Absolutely. Oh, it's going to be good stuff. Of course, last year, great stuff again. 2021 was big for you in the podcast world as well.
I don't live in the past. 2021 was great, but it's 2022.
Right. Well, I was going to say, what's the latest happenings with the Major Wrestling Figure podcast? And of course, you've also got the network
exploding. I mean, we have Live 12, Dallas, Texas, our 12th live show. We know it's going to sold out. And those major marks, they're going to be so happy when I walk on stage with that NWA Worlds Heavyweight title. And then we'll do the VIP meet and greet afterwards. Look at the touch it. Look at the hold it. Is Trevor even booked at WrestleCon? I mean, every Joe Schmo is booked at WrestleCon. I did not see Trevor Murdoch there once. No vendor wants to bring in Trevor Murdoch. Can you believe that? No vendor. Trevor, the table's $500. Vendor yourself. Vendor yourself, dude. Be there. Show face. That's pathetic, dude. Listen, that's what I'm doing. I'm a businessman, right? And I'm a businessman. I'm vendoring the Major Wrestling podcast. Yeah. I bought my own table. Trevor, it's $500. Get a table. Invest in yourself. If you're the champion, right, of the NWA, you're so proud, right? And people are going to come meet you. Just buy a table. Vendor yourself. This is like where everybody goes. And you're not going to be there representing the company? What a horrible champion.
Yeah, I agree with you there. So this is more of an opinion for you. One of your favorite people in the world recently signed with AEW. How do you think Tony Khan is going to pay Dan Hausen? Do you think he's going to pay him in teeth, big stacks of money?
I mean, Dan Hausen, he is, he's unbelievable what he's done, right? I mean, talk about buzz, talk about, being a self-made superstar. He has done it. I'm so proud of Dan Hausen, so happy for him. And the sky's the limit for this guy. And, I'm going to plug my own stuff. The Major Wrestling podcast, we have our own action figure line, Major Bendy's. Danhausen is in Series 2 coming soon.
We saw the prototype.
Maybe that's why Trevor doesn't like me, because he hasn't had an action figure in 10 years, over a decade. Like Trevor, I don't make all the action figures. I make the Major Bendy's, but I don't control every action figure out there. It's not my fault that no companies want to make you in over 10 years. It's not my fault.
That's true.
Very, very true. And of course, big things happening this Saturday. Matt Cardona is taking on Trevor Murdoch for that NWA Worlds Heavyweight Champion, NWA Power Trip. It's in Oak Grove, Kentucky. You know where that's at? I mean, I saw you.
No, I have no idea. So my flight is to Nashville, and then I got to drive. Listen, it is what it is, and I'm not shitting on this match or shitting on Trevor. Listen, there's no denying this is the biggest match of Trevor's career. Is it the biggest match of my career? No, but winning that title will elevate me to another level. So in a sense, it is one of the most important matches of my career, because I need this title to prove to myself all this trash talking can be backed up. I've said it all along. I don't care about proving the haters wrong or the doubters wrong. I don't care about that. I care about proving myself right, my fans right. And when I'm sitting in the middle of that ring, just looking at that 10 pounds of gold, smiling ear to ear, I'll know that I proved myself and my fans right.
Oh, for sure. Me and Eli kind of had this conversation. It's like, if Cardona wins that title, when he wins that title on Saturday, all eyes are going to be right there, everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the only way Trevor will win, if there's collusion, there's run-ins. I can't predict what he has up his sleeve, because Trevor, listen, right now is the big old baby face, but look back in history. Trevor has a dark side. He's a mean son of a bitch, and he's a tough competitor. And this will not be easy. I'm not walking in there saying I'm going to squash this guy. Ding, ding, ding. Radio silence, ding, ding, ding. Not going to happen. It's going to be a fight. It's not going to be a work rate match. I don't know if Dave Meltzer is going to rate it all these stars. It's going to be a fight. It's going to be a brawl. And I know Trevor eats a lot, but I'm hungrier in this sense.
Right. And it's going to be
you can't be more hungry than me in this business, Trevor. I bust my ass. I had, like I said, I had 4 matches last week. I had an autograph. I had 5 appearances in 4 days. Trevor hasn't had 5 appearances in 5 months. NWA. And that's not a shot. There's truth. It's the truth.
Yeah.
Again,
I mean, the facts speak for themselves,
That's right.
Well, we don't want to take up too much of your time, because you got to get back in the gym to work out.
I got triceps. I got abs. Get some cardio. Going to get a haircut. Going to go to my storage unit, pick up some gimmicks to sell this weekend. Going to go tan. Listen, this is the life as a pro wrestler, right? Trevor just eats his hot dogs, right? And just strolls into these NWA shows. I take it a little more seriously. And I hope that Trevor's ready tomorrow. I hope that he brings his A game, because I'm always ready. And it's going to be one hell of a fight, a Power Trip.
One final non-wrestling related question. What did you think of the latest Ghostbusters?
I liked it.
Yeah.
I watched it one time. I got to watch it again. I did enjoy it. Did I love it? I wouldn't say I loved it, but I have to watch it again. I definitely liked it. I left the theater satisfied. That's for sure.
Yeah. I think that's my reaction. I think maybe second viewing may get, but yeah, I mean, for what it was, I enjoyed it.
Cool. Yeah. Good stuff. Well, again, Matt, thank you for coming on the show today, and we look forward to Saturday seeing you have that hand raised and becoming the new NWA Worlds Heavyweight Champion.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. The next time I'll be on, man, I don't know how many titles I'm going to have.
Oh, well, I mean,
it's what is
wild? I think this is
if you don't have them stretched out in the Ultimo pose, it's a wasted opportunity. So,
damn,
it's going to happen, and then it's going to be a new T-shirt, and then it's going to be the #1 selling T-shirt.
You never know. I'm a merch machine.
I'm just going to say, there it is. Again, Matt, thank you for coming on the show today, and we look forward to seeing you on Saturday, bud.
All right. See you later, guys. Thanks.